the world.
It might be any style I like, I teach. But once the M and M is there. So you can take it any style. But together, we definitely change the world. I want to recognize some persons that are here seated with us. There are people who put extra effort to ensure that the community keeps running. So, and they are here in form of guidance, or we call them guidance or manager. So, I don't know if we have guidance in our midst here, just to define. Let's put our hands together for this, please. Just introduce yourself, period.
My name is Iyune. My surname is Ben. I got involved in NLM in February 18, 2016. Since then, I've gotten help from the community 3 times. I started with 150,000 naira, and I got help of 219,000 naira, and all within 30 days in Taba. So in MNM, it's not something we say like in my house, people told me people collect the money, and after a while they shut down the website, and you won't get the money, you can't hold anybody. But today, I thank God that I got that encouragement to get involved, and then those people that beside me, they are now coming to be under me. I'm now the one directing them on what to do. So that's all I have to say.
Okay. I don't know if there are people who has participated here or who has provided help and they've gotten help as well. So I don't know if you are here and you just want to share your experience with people, just simplify. Okay, wow.
Change the world. Together we'll change the world.
I first of all heard of the MMN through my guardian here, Sister Joy. When she told me about it, I was kind of skeptical about the whole thing. But in the other way around, I thought of it and said, okay, why not give it a shot? At least with my spare money, instead of leaving it in the bank when I know nothing will go in. I provided help. I think that was June last month, and within that same period of June, I provided help of 50,000, and within that same period of June, I got help from MMN in the sum of 70,000 naira.
It's a Russian word. For what? For global. The movement there is movement of people more financial stable or leverage life. The next slide. The history of MMM. A man called Sergei Mavredi from Moscow, Russia, is the pioneer of MMM. MMM became successful in January 2011 and is now 5 years of activities. That means it's been operating successfully for 5 good years. 2015, so we are barely 1 year, but we are progressing. We are waxing stronger. MMM today is in 108 countries of the world and will have over 200 million participants all over the world. That means we have over 200 million people registered under the MMM community. So what is MMM in school? I will proudly tell you that MMM is not a bank. But it's not an online business. Neither is it an investment. So I thank those who explain all this. MMM is a community of what? Ordinary people who provide financial help, really officiously, reciprocity, and benevolence. global community of financial aid and donation exchange. What we are simply saying here is MMM is a community of people like you and I. So when we say ordinary participants, everybody in MMM community is an ordinary participant. The title guider or manager is just those that help the community to run efficiently. Because some of us, I can tell you, Nigeria is way back when it comes to internet facility and all that. So you need the assistance of others who you trust to be able to do what to run your account, because everything is being done with internet. So it's a community where people, like you said, willingly, nobody forced him. He did the work. He said, okay, let me just give it a try. And he donated what? 102,000 naira. And my boss here, which happens to be my leader in another capacity, donated 50,000 naira for a start. Nobody forced them. They just did it because what? They know it is helpful to give help. Hello? Hello? Don't worry, as we proceed, you understand better. So, we say it's a global community of financial change. And it's one of the biggest, or I think it's the biggest donation exchange community we have. It is self-managed by participants, and money is directly transferred to each participant as it has what? No central account. Okay, I will have to explain from the introduction. We told you MMM is not a business. It's not an investment. So you don't say, oh, I'm putting this to get this percentage interest or whatever. No. In MMM, we use the word reward. Because what? We are not seeing it as business. Where you say, okay, let me go and sell my property now and put in maybe 1 million or 2 million. And in 30 days, I expect 1 point something or 2 point something million. Not to make more money from the poor. Not to enrich yourself. The more. The consciousness is to help everyone to become what? Financially free. By giving somebody, your spend money could be 1,000 naira, it could be 50,000 naira, and it could be a life-saving amount for someone else. When you provide help with 50,000 naira, you are giving it to somebody at that time to help the person achieve a purpose. And the community rewards you in turn for being what? For being kind in helping somebody to fulfill a need. You might have students, exam is approaching, I don't have textbook, I don't have handouts. And you what? You have 1,000 naira. By donating it, you might be helping that student. You might be helping that businessman or woman. Hello? So MMM is self-managed by participants. Like you heard them. If you want to donate money now, you only donate, let's take for example, this man now, he wants maybe 10,000 naira and he wants to offer 10,000 naira. He pays directly to this man's account. MMM does not have a central account. I don't know how Omana operated, but I heard people were putting money in a particular account. Maybe from there you are being paid. But this one, you pay directly to this person. And when it's also your turn, they pay you in return. They pay to your account. Each transaction is being done what? In people's accounts, in various participant accounts. So MMM does not have a central account where everyone contributes his million or hundreds of thousands, and MMM uses to buy estate or develop, then sell it, maybe make profit, and give it to you. No. So I believe that has aroused some curiosity in your mind. Just note it down. After now, we can take questions. So have you asked yourself why certain people own everything, but others barely make ends meet? Funnily, money is not a measure of labor, as those who enjoy the world of money hardly do anything. as slaves to those who produce this money. And I don't know, have you asked yourself, like when I was growing up, when I was still a kid, I do ask myself, especially in this kind of period, they'll be saying there's no money, there's no money. And I know this money is being printed. Why is it that people still complain there's no money? Why not they print this money as many as possible and give to everybody so that imagine your daddy comes home and he says, this money. If central bank is the one that prints it, or if any bank is the one that prints it, they should print it as much as possible. Give us and we'll spend. But hello, I don't know how many of us here that works in the bank, but this money actually is being printed, and a particular quota of people in the society are the one that controls this money. They control it, and they make it so important that you have to work tirelessly to get what? To get paid. I can remember when I was working, you wake up as early as maybe 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. You leave your house, at most 7:30 you're already off. And you come back 9 o'clock. At the end of the month, they might tell you, there's no money, the economy is hard. Don't worry, we will pay you later. You start asking yourself, how do I survive? This person should understand that I need money to do something. So the basic facts why MMM is being established is so that we can circulate this money within ourselves. We can use it to help one another, because if everybody, just imagine everybody in Nigeria now, or everybody in Port Harcourt is member of MMM. I provide help of 50,000 naira and I spend it in buying rice, buying foodstuff. You are a member. You also use that money to provide help, and another person gets it and circulates it, maybe paying for house rent or some other necessity. Then the person that gets it also circulates it. You see that we don't so much tax and importance to this money as we are being or as we are doing. This money can easily circulate it within ourselves, and everybody will live happily. You don't need to stress yourself so much and work yourself out because of money. So the unfair global financial system is what brought about the ideology of MMM. The next slide. So what is the ideology of MMM? So ideology, of course, we understand is the reason behind the formation or the creation of this community. So at this point is a very important point, because when you understand the reason why you are doing something, you can happily and cheerfully do it. But when you don't understand the reason why you are doing it, you might be grumbling, and at the end you just find yourself like, what have I done? Hello. So at this point, I want us to read and take this point. We have to read it together. We have to understand it together, and we have to digest it and explain it to ourselves together. So when I say want to go, we start. Want to go. To create a fair, honest financial system where there won't be any slaves or owners.
When you look at the world of finance, like you said, when the war started, there was something like money. But a time came that we were involved in trade by barter, that value go for value. And that is the system that is still running today. Now, at the end of the day, you find out that the owner and the slave are disqualified from that statement. Meaning that somebody that has money. So someone can have like 2 million naira in his account, and a driver is working for that person, and that person can decide to be paying that driver 10,000 naira. And when you meet him, I will tell you, I do not have money. So that is, you look at it that is what he can pay you as a driver. So in that situation, it means that the man that has 2 million naira in his account, who can buy ice cream of 15,000 for his daughter as his way, and is paying the driver 10,000 naira to work for him for a month, is the owner of the money as his way. Why the slave is the driver working for him. But when we talk about a fair and honest system, You are talking about a system whereby the man begin to see that the one that has 2 million naira begin to see the driver as a normal human being like him. That if I have 2 million naira in my account, let me share with this man. Let me help him. Maybe instead of giving him 10,000 naira, let me give him like 100,000. That is fair to an extent, because we do not know what the man have done to make his money. That is stage one. Now stage two, to balance this one up, is even saying that that man can say, this man is in need, let me give him 1 million naira out of the 2 million I have. So that is a more fairer arrangement. No slave, no owner, no boss, no person as well.
EFCC or one of the monetary agency or the security agency maybe ravage the house of the person, they say, it discovers 6 million. And you know the people are languishing. And of course, people like that have people working for them. And you see them, they will tell you, you are to be paid 20,000 naira. And sometimes, if maybe there is a little offense, they'll tell you they are deducting 5,000 naira from your salary, you don't even care. That is not fair enough. We are attaching so much importance to money that we forget the place of human being. We forgot the place of relationship. We forgot the place of human feelings. Hello. So MMM is there to do what? To create a fair financial honest system where there won't be slaves, where there won't be the word in quotes that some of our employers use today, boss, and they attach so much importance to money that however you do it, you just earn a particular amount, 5 years, 10 years of your working experience. And sometimes when you go, they just tell you bye-bye, nothing to go with. Hello. So the second one, we also take it together to motivate people to provide help to each other, because it's good to help one another. Let's do it again. To motivate people to provide help to each other, because it is good to help one another. So from my explanation, you can actually see reason behind this second stage. Based on that comes to form of reward. When you know, okay, if I help someone with 50,000 naira, and at the end of it, I get rewarded with 30% of 50,000 naira, which could be 15,000 naira. So in total, you are getting 16,000 naira and 15,000 added to your 50,000. That is total of 65,000 naira. So you will also be motivated to help more. Hello. I've seen experience or seen people, okay, for a start, they were skeptical. They just say, okay, let me just do it with 20,000 naira. And as time progresses, they see, oh, they are getting reward for helping someone. They increase it. Some people step up to 50, some step up to 100, and some are even doing it like weekly, like I heard now, and they are earning every week. Hello. So the third one, we also take it together to make people become financially free, not being slaves to money. Who can explain this part? Not because I'm to be paid that day, or I'm to make money that day, or I'm going out because if I don't go, or if I don't go to that place, or I don't report there, I won't be paid. That is not financial slavery. But when you have financial leverage, you can work for 1 hour, you can work for 30 minutes, and your money is working for you somewhere. It's just like he said now, he has understood it. So weekly now, or maybe every time, and with that, he settles some things without thinking, how is it coming from? Where is the next one coming from? Or some of us will work maybe like the experience I've had. I've been old for like 4 months, 5 months. And every day you still have to report, and you still have to pay transport, and you eat. So how are you going about it? How are you feeling? They don't care. They only want you to do their job. They only want you to satisfy them. And some of their children are abroad like that. And at the end of the month, they will tell you the country is hard. nothing came out. You people did not work well. Nothing came out, so you are not being paid. And they will owe you for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. But when you are financially free, you can sit at the comfort of anywhere you are, and your money is working for you. Like you said, you can feel free to spend money when you want to spend it. Then the next one, that's the fourth one. I want us to take it together to create a financial system. Borrow money from the bank, so they can actually have money when they need it without being in debt. How many of us understand how the British government or the South African government operates? Especially their banking system. It's not like the Nigerian system. You want to do something with money now, you have to apply for a loan. Am I right? You have to do what? You apply for a loan for your own money, because once you are being paid, the money goes directly into bank accounts. So if you want to buy a car now, you have to come and do what? Apply for a loan for your own money. What they will do is what? They will tell you, okay, you pay instrumentally, and as you are paying, your interest is accumulating. Hello. So many people live under this leverage and under this system, but you are paying interest. So at the end of it, you end up paying like 2 times of what you are supposed to pay, because what? You are paying an interest. So NMM is there to help you now. It's just like one of our guys. I think he started with about 100 or something thousand naira, and he got a return of 200 and something thousand naira. So if he puts that 200 and something thousand naira, believe me, it might still double. And 70% of us seated here, we not really like what we are doing, but because we need to make a living from there, we keep on doing it. And one of my friends who worked in a place where in 5 years, 3 years, your salary is just there. Whether the price of rice is 18,000, 7,000 naira, whether it's 2,000 naira, that's your business. Your salary is just package. So their business is not how you grow. Their business is how you grow them. So you are to work. Because what? You love what you are doing. So you are not being forced to do it. So those are the opportunities or the reason behind the formation of MMM. Let's go to the next slide. I hope we understand it. Do we understand the ideology? Do we understand the reason why Sergey Mabrodi started this community? Okay, so if we understood it, then we have to look at how the community works. So how does MMM work?
Since 2 years, you have believed that you understand whatever you are doing. A child might not be able to take decision on his own. And I've gone through the front page of the registration. I understand that before you even register, you must be very sure that you are taking the decision on your own. That nobody is forcing you to do that.
18 years and above, we are at the adult age. You are being expected to make or take your own decision. So these are, and that's one of the criteria. You must be 18 years and above. Then for you to register, there is a link for registration. So after now, we might run 1 or 2 practical, so that those of us that have the phone, if you want to register, you can go ahead and register immediately, and how other things operate. Then community. Your registration details include your name, your email address, your phone number, and MMM password, which you will create. So this is what a link looks like. This is nigeria-mmm.net/?i equal to the email of the person that invited you. So that is how the link registration dashboard now. So this is where you have to fill in your name. The second one is the email address. The third one is your mobile phone number. Then the fourth one is a password, which you feel is secure for you. You confirm the password and the email address of the person that invited you to the community. Then the other one is the email address of your guider. Then your guider's phone number. It's to do or it's to help you to understand how the community runs better. If maybe you register under someone who has been in the community, I believe the person has a little bit experience, better than you think you know or you do. So the person can always put you through. You can always make reference to the person. Okay, how do I go about this? How do I do this? So those are the reasons why you have to register through the link of your somebody or through the link of someone that invited you. So the person can always assist you in the community before you become independent. The next slide. Then this is what your personal office looks like. After you've registered, many of us have done the registration by ourselves. So when you put the detail, after putting the detail, you'll be prompted with a congratulatory message. They will tell you your registration is successful. Then you log in. This is what a personal office looks like. Only you have access to it, or only you should have access to it. So this column is to provide help, and this other column is to get help. So your PO means your personal office, where MMM participants enter their personal details. So this is where you enter your account details. This is where you can make requests to provide help and get help. The next slide. So in MMM, participants can provide and get help either with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a form of digital currency which enables participants to pay money to other participants in other countries. Like I told you, MMM is in 108 countries. Money to someone in Canada. Remember, they don't use our local currency, they don't use Naira. So if it's through this Bitcoin, you can do what? You can actually transfer money to them. And through this, someone that is outside this country can also transfer money to you. Then the other one is bank transfer. This bank transfer is just our local bank. So like the normal banking details we have here. That is it. So when you are created, you can enter the Bitcoin. But this is where the decision comes. You pledge what you know you can freely spare. It should be your spare money, an amount you know you can provide without command, and nobody is mandating you on any amount or any specific amount to provide help with you. So it could be any amount of your choice. My spare money might not be his spare money. When I started with a very small amount. It's just like the guy that haven't started with big amount. I started with like 11,000 naira, 1,000, and some persons 100,000. Some persons it could be 1,000 naira. But feel free, that thing you know, then you can get. However, the acceptable least amount that one can donate in the community is 1,000 naira. That is what? $10. After you have successfully pledged your donation, a Mavro, which is a virtual currency of MMM, is created according to the amount of donation pledged. So like he told you, when he register and you indicate percent of that help or that 1,000 naira, you indicated interest you want to donate, is being credited in your account. So every day you have 1,000 naira, at 1% of 1,000 is what? 10 naira. So every day you have 100 naira added to that 1,000 naira. Every day you have 100 naira added to that 1,000 naira. As at that time, you've not given your money. Your money is still in your pocket. But by me indicating interest that of 1,000 naira, your money starts growing. So, like when he told you, when you have paid, once it's up to 14 days, you can, it's just like he was explaining, you can even be in the bank where he's paying and and say, I want to get back help, you just click the other button to get help. And what? The money, he can withdraw the money, or the money can be paid back to you. Hello? Note, your actual money is still with you. Just go to the next level. So the Mavro at the rate of 30%. So like I told you, for every help you provide, or for every donation you make, you have 30% being added. 50,000 naira. So when you are to get help, you will get what? It reflects in your account. It's what? It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That means if maybe I was having 1,100 naira, I know it's supposed to be like 1,300 or so. It will not reflect if it's not on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you check your Mavro, like many of us, I don't know if you have a guy that you tell him, I want to get, what he's simply doing is to allow your money to get to that actual percentage. Because if maybe by your own calculation the money is already 30% or maybe 20-something percent, but if it has not reflected in your Mavro, you will not get all. I don't know if you understand me. Okay. So you wait until the system connects someone who needs help that you pledge to donate before making transfer of payment to any participant. You will receive the order in your personal office. It comprises of the details of the participant or participant. So like many of us, maybe when you are to provide help, someone will just call you, even without you knowing that your order has come. Someone will just call you, you are supposed to pay me 200,000 naira, are you aware? Just like, let me check. If it has not appeared in your own personal office, I showed us a personal office, it has to appear there. If it has not appeared there, then no, it's not true. Because once MMM sends an order, it has to appear in your personal office. Then if you also operate your email, sometimes in your email, a message is being sent to you, notifying you that you are supposed to pay so money to so person. Hello? So you must wait till the system tell you, though the person has called you, you tell the person, thank you, no problem, let me confirm. Details of the person that you are to pay to has to be there. Okay. It is only receive financial assistance from the community according to the amount your Mavro has grown. So it is only when you have made the payment. I always use this terminology. I always tell people it is the law of seed time and harvest. If you don't sow, don't expect to reap. Hello. So you have made supposed to pay you, but the person time runs out, the person didn't pay you. The person actually indicated interest, but because the person didn't pay, the person will not get anything, and the person's account will be blocked. And the community will assign another person to pay you that same money that person refused to pay you. So it is only when you are provided help that you will be qualified to get back the money plus the Mavro growth rate that is being approved. Then Mavro is an index of your tribute to the community, to the development of the community. It's just a technical term. The programmers can adjust this growth of Mavro at any time. So the amount of Mavro and its growth can be increased, it can be reduced, it can be stopped, and it can be cancelled. As we progress, you know the reason for this. Next slide. So MMM 30% earning circle. So the earning and donation is more like a circle. You provide help, you get help, you come back, provide help, another person gets, you also get. So if we continue the circle, we can also keep the community running for a long time. Like I told you that we decide what happens in MMM. We decide if MMM can continue for the next 1 year. We decide if MMM can continue for the next 2 years. I heard somebody say, please, the government should allow. Yes, but we'll actually have a say in how MMM runs. I will explain that
the next slide. This is the mathematical approach of the 30% and the marble. This is where it gets kind of technical, but I will try to do the explanation as much as I can. If you check, this is a chart of people that wants to provide help. They are in a queue. Remember, when you provide help immediately, nobody is asking you for the money, or you can be asked immediately. But know that when you provide help, you are in a queue for people that wants to provide help. So let's take, for example, everybody on this row wants to provide help, or they indicate they want to make a donation of 100 naira, 100 naira or $100, whatever. So this is about 20 or so. So, and I told you that for any donation you make, you have what? 30%. So this man now pays his 100 naira, he comes over to this side. He pays the 100 naira and he gets to this place. He will get 130 naira. That 130 naira, the next person that is in line pays to him 30 naira and has the balance of 70 naira or so. Then the other person pays. What I'm actually explaining is for everyone here now. This is a request to get help. So for everyone that has paid 100 naira here is to get 130 naira. So if you check this chart, I think these persons are about 20 of them, and these ones are, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These ones are about 15 of them. So that means they need to also get their 130 naira. You know, they've also provided help. So they've given to these people, and these people have gotten 130. But it stopped here. But they need to do what? To also get their own. Then these persons that has gotten 130 naira may still what? They will still come back. Some of them will do what? They will come back and be in the queue. You can decide, okay, let me take the 30 naira and do something, and still pull back the 100 naira. So when you do it, you're also giving these people opportunity to do what? To receive their own 130 naira. I don't know if you understand me. Okay, we can ask questions later. So you will see that it's not a circle. That is why I told you we can actually decide what happened in the community. But when you get your 130 naira and you feel, I don't get that, that's their business, let me just go. The other person engaging, that is providing help. I don't know, I played my testimony and I used the word, thank you for those that paid to me, and for those that I paid to, and for being fair to one another. So if you have that fairness consciousness, when you receive, you won't just take it and go. You will do what? You will come and PH again. But you can also know the main target is, I know that for the first time if I'm registering, I get maybe a $20 bonus. So by the time they put that amount and get the $20 bonus, bye-bye, they don't care what happened. So what happens to the system? That is when you need to start telling other people, is there. Why not be part of it? I don't know if you understand me. So members, the continual input of members is what ensures the sustenance of MMM. If maybe, let's say for example, in one of the local banks, maybe all of us have an account there, and we put money in our bank account, and at the end, banks, sometimes they use it for business, they develop estates and all that, and they will keep out that. Come and buy this estate for 10 million or for 10 billion, and you won't know it's that 10,000 that everybody, or that 1 million that everybody has contributed, that they use in doing that. So when you just go out of the study, you just say, something wants to happen to that bank, and all of us just go to the bank and say, we want our money. Will the bank have money to pay you? They won't. They will tell you, don't worry, wait. We don't have. That is why you see some banks, like when such issues came up, the bank just closed down. because they don't have money to pay you. They use your money for business. So if every one of us do what? Provide help, and will continue the queue. Some people will receive help today, they provide help again. Some people receive tomorrow, provide help tomorrow. Some people, it continue. But when all of us just come, we are getting help. You see that there won't be people to pay you. Even if there are people to pay you, it will stop at a point, because not everybody will receive. So the main thing is just that money we have within ourselves, we can actually circulate it and will achieve a purpose. Like I give you an instance earlier. I said, imagine every one of us here, everybody in Port Harcourt is a member of MMM. You give this person, and in return, this person exchanges it for a goods or service to this person, and this person in return uses it. You'll see that it continues. Hello. Let's continue. I also mentioned to you that the programmers can increase the 30% rate. They can reduce it, and they can even cancel it. So it's possible. If maybe the programmers check the system and with the 30%, they can do what? They can reduce it so that everybody will get their money. I don't know if you understand me. So they can also cancel it so that tomorrow you don't say, so the worst of it is you just get back what you have pledged. I don't know if you understand. So the programmer can do what? Can cancel it, depending on the way we treat the system and the way we treat one another, using the word fairness in code. The next one, registration bonus. So after you've registered and making the first donation, the participant receives a bonus in the amount of $20, $50, and $100. At this point, there was a slight change, because MMM also operates with the current banking rate of the nation or the host nation. So before now, 20%, if you make a donation from $50 to $499, you get 20%. And before now, MMM was using a dollar rate of 220 naira. So if you do 220 naira times 50, it will give you about 11,000 naira. Am I right? So, but now, how many of us know the current exchange naira to dollar rate? Okay. 345. You know, because of the devaluation, the dollar rate also changed. Before now, if you provide help with 11,000 naira, you get $20 bonus, which is about 4,500 naira added to you. But now, since the dollar rate has changed, so MMM, to bring it to balance, we need what? It has what? 300 naira to dollar rate now. So for you to get a first-time registration bonus, you have to do what? You have to provide help with at least 15,000 naira. I don't know if you understand me. So the calculation still remains. Remember, MMM rate didn't change. It's just our currency and the dollar rate that changed. This one is still the way it is. $20 bonus if your donation is from $50 to $499. So by the time you do 300 times 50, it will give you 15,000 naira. Am I right? Yes. So it is just our level now. So maybe it can still come down by the time it comes. But know that MMM has not stopped in giving its bonuses. The only thing is just that our dollar to naira rate changed. So for MMM to bring it to a fair balance, we also step it up. So if you are providing help with sum of $500 to $299, you have a $50 bonus. So before now, if you provide help of 110,000 or so, 110,000, you get a $50 bonus. And the $50 bonus is about 11,000 naira or so. But now because of the dollar rate, it's now $150. So if you do 150,000, excuse me. So if you do 500 times what? Times 300, 50,000 naira. So that is just the changes there. So as so on and so forth. So donation more than $3,000 will give you what? $100 bonus. So by the time you also do the calculation, but also know that these bonuses are just first time registration bonus. So if you are registering for the first time and you are providing help with this particular amount, you do what you get these bonuses. So subsequently, you are entitled to 30%. The next slide. So referral programs. So like I told us earlier, for the community to keep running, you also need people in the community. Hello. So we already did the calculation. So, and sincerely speaking, there's no way you'll be in this community. You will even start telling your immediate family member to even start it. I don't know if you understand me. By the time you have the experience of getting help from this community, there's no way you won't tell. Even probably your aged mother or parents that does not know how to use the system very well, you'll be prompted to register them and manage their account, because what you are seeing the benefit to the community, you have 10% of whatever donation the person makes. I don't know if you understand me. Outside the 30% you get from the community, you referral bonus. So what this is all about is just you get 10% from all donation of the participant you invited. Inviting new members from the community or for the community is what? Is an additional contribution to its development. So for the community to keep running, I already told you, we need to keep bringing people, because it's not everyone that have that fairness consciousness. I have people in my team who, because of the first time registration bonus, they just did what? They just registered. Immediately they got that 19 or 20,000 naira. They backed off. But they forgot that it's also someone that paid to them. And they also had to be there to pay to another person. But for us to close those gaps or those lapses, new people have to be in the community to do what? To keep it running. Then the next one, by finishing a 10 days online schooling and earn manager bonuses. So managers or guiders, we use the word guiders, are the people who ensure that the community keeps running effectively and smoothly. So for you to be a guider, there is what we call guider school. So it's only a 10-day program and it's strictly online program. So if you happen to be in that school, sincerely, you will love it and you will appreciate the community the more. So managers of the MMM community can create their own multi-level structure and get the bonus from each of the donation of every participant in the structure. This is a multi-level bonus. Thus, a manager can have his own leader whose rank is higher than him. Manager bonuses varies depending on the level in the structure. To be a manager, the person there is maybe the first person. Then bring these people. I told you, for anybody introduced to the community, you get 10%. So for that first person, you get 10%. Subsequently, other ones, if the person you registered another person, you get 5%. That's if you're a manager. If the other people, it continues. You understand? It continues. Hello.
That is one. Two, I have a brother that needs to transfer. Maybe at that particular time he doesn't do internet transfer. And me, I do internet transfer. Now he wants to provide help to somebody. Can I use my own personal account to transfer on his behalf? Will it not be seen as being as fraud? That second one. Another thing that I've noticed, especially for our internet transfer, somebody, a lady that's supposed to pay into my account, called me that she has transferred into my account. I noticed I did not get the alert. I went on internet to check my balance. I couldn't get it. I called her. She said she has done it. I waited patiently. But when I talked to somebody said I should report to support. On that link there was a space for support. I reported. My dad told me I should report it immediately, that person will be blocked. On second thought, because of the way the girl was talking, I just gave a second thought to call her back. When I called her back the following day, because the time was still there, she told me that, my brother, I'm sorry. The network just returned the money back to her account, and she was sincere enough. Now, if I had not taken that step, I think this issue of blocking immediately with two things without being duly verified might be so unfair. You understand? I gave that time. She told me that she was about close to the bank. She wanted to go and use deposit thing. Am I communicating now? And in 5 minutes or 10 minutes thereabout, I got the alert. You understand? So, how can we do it for this, especially our internet facilities in Nigeria is not that stable, very poor. A banking system, you do internet transfer 3 days. The person has not received it. You understand? How can we handle it? Especially like we are having this public holiday period now. Most of these things will be done by internet transfer, one way or the other. So please, how can we handle such cases? 3. Now that's not one. 4. And I must tell you, I've not been paid for the month of June. But MMN paid all my bills throughout the month of June. Do you understand? The scheme is so interesting. But you see, I also realized that there's much publicity like this about it. When you look, I went to